You own a few Ottawa Senator franchise records, most assists in a season, most points in a period. But you hold one record that most people aren't aware of. And of course, that's the March 5th game against Philadelphia. You have 35 penalty minutes. You hold most penalty minutes for the Ottawa Senators in a game and in a period. Can you describe that game for us in like 20 seconds?
Yeah, it was absolute mayhem. We were getting blown out, and then the fights started, and it was wave after wave of fights. And I remember looking on the bench, and there was maybe 6 or 7 guys on the bench, and I was one of them. And I was like, I'm not going to be one of the only guys not fighting here tonight. So the refs came over, and they said, if anybody else fights, we're kicking you out of the game. You're getting a triple game misconduct, which I think the next one would lead to a suspension. And me and Sharpie went to the draw, and we were both young, and we looked at each other and we're like, we're fighting, right? And then if you look at the clip, both our heads are down, and it's just like throwing punches stupidly. But it was one of those moments where like you looked around, I'm like, I am not going to be the only guy not fighting here tonight. Like, I want to be part of this. This is really cool what's going on. And I remember the scene in the room was like, we got blown out, but it was kind of a rallying point for us. Like, we were like, all right, we can stand up to anyone,
Yeah, and there wouldn't be a worse feeling than being that 1 or 2 guys that just didn't go that night, right? Like, you're sitting there, and the old school like train of thought with coaches especially was like, you better step up and do this, otherwise you look like a chicken shit, right? So it was a no-brainer that you went out there and fought. Anyway.
Yeah, I actually my first few years in the league, I tried to fight like at least once a year because it was kind of like acceptance in the group, like you just wanted to show that you had the stones 100%. To kind of show up. Yeah, I remember Rob Ray telling me, like, it doesn't matter if you fight or it doesn't matter if you get beat up. It's if you just show up to fight. So I always took that to heart, that it shows your teammates that you care.